Hello, everyone, and welcome to the special edition of Building Blocks. My name is Anna Haley.
Yeah, I'm Fuljens Henry.
Today, we're going to be doing a continuation of our last class, which was about workflow and how to organize your folders and how to organize your assets once you have it in your computer and then bringing it into Ecamm. So today, we're going to show you how continuing on that, and we're going to show you once you import it into Ecamm how you can play around with those overlays, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really quick. This is going to be a straight up tutorial, and if you have any questions, we're going to answer them after we deliver the tutorial. Okay, so Fuljens, go ahead.
So first, Anna's going to give you a recap of what we did last week with the browser and how you can set up your downloads folder.
Okay.
So a quick recap.
A quick recap. So what this means is when you go, when you're downloading anything from any application coming into your computer, you can tell Chrome where to save it. Okay, so for here, we're in Chrome, and then we're going to Chrome Preferences. Then you're going into download, right here, downloads. And in here, you see that Fuljens has it assigned to go to his download folder. You can change it here if you like to, but then also you can ask Chrome to ask you where you would like to add this specific download. And then that way you will organize it right away as you download it, okay? So for here, Fuljens has it checked in already, so that's that.
Yeah.
Now
Very, very useful feature. Yeah.
And now we're going to download something and start like that. Here we go.
All right, so we're going to go into Envato Elements and see what they got there, and probably something from Canva as well.
Yes.
Let's go into Envato first. Let's see what we got.
So let's download a fun background, which is something that we as streamers use a lot to decorate our streams. So we want an animated background so that we can use it on our as a waiting screen, or it could be as a background overlay. So let's look for one. This is an Envato element.
Like this was pretty cool. This abstract orange background.
Awesome. So we download.
And we have it downloaded, but
Yes.
just so people know, like if you use downloading from Envato Elements, you're able to create different projects. So we have ENN, we have other things. So we could just, for the sake of this, we'll just select ENN and then add and download. And then it's going to, this is the prompt, right? So now I'm prompted to select the download folder of my choice. And I'm going to select, I created, before the stream started, we created BuildingBlocks graphics, June 6, 2023. And we'll explain why that's important later on, right? And we can download it, but before we download it, we can change this to orange background B, right? Orange background B, because we have orange background A already saved there, and we save that.
Yes, and now that it's saved, we are going to bring it inside of Ecamm. And this is how it's so important, because now you're going to say, okay, now I want to use this background that I just downloaded. So let me import it into Ecamm. And here's how we go and do it.
Right. So now if we go into this blank scene here, we come into live demo mode, and we want to add an animated overlay. So we select this icon down here, new animated overlay. We can move this browser away, right? So we're gonna go to new animated overlay. And right, look, this is one of our folders here, our Ecamm thumbnails folder. This is where we organize our thumbnails. Just need to move this out the way so we can go to downloads. And we're going to go back to our Building Blocks Graphics June 6 and select Orange Background B. And Ecamm will ask if you want to add this as an animated overlay. We're going to say yes.
And there it is. Now that it is imported, you can do a lot of things with it. You don't necessarily have to use it as a full screen background. You could use it as a lower third background. You could use it as half of an overlay background. You can have a lot of fun with it. You can actually use it as a camera overlay if you wanted to do that. So let's go and play around with it.
Let's manipulate it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this is a underrated feature in Ecamm when it comes to bringing in these animated graphics. So for example, if you have it on a loop like so, you hold down the Option key and you could custom crop it. Boom.
That could actually be your background for an overlay. Look at how cool that will look.
Or lower third.
Oh, yes, for your lower third. Yes, so
Yeah.
that could be that, and it could be edge it, so you can edge it to towards the end, the background. We create a nice effect.
ahead.
So like you can do, right? So you can make it like that. So it doesn't have to be just the length. You can, right here, you can put it, let me see how much it gets here. Yeah, like that. So you can do things like that, not necessarily just leave it on screen. So you can make it a little bit off the screen and just get fancy with it.
And I was actually thinking of turning this into some type of like a lower third. For example, if you could add some text over it, right? Oh, I see the glowing text.
Yeah, Fuljens likes the glowing text, but you
remove
gotta
that.
read it. You have to
gotta
read.
remove
You have
that.
to read. Yes.
Right?
So yeah, so that's pretty good. So that's a way of doing it once you import it, right? So you can have multiple uses. Now you can expand it. We're gonna expand it so that you can use it as a background. That could be a waiting screen. So for that, you can even leave it like that, and you can duplicate already the one that you have because you imported it, so you don't have to bring it back in. So to do that, you will go to Option Drag, and it will create a duplicate of that. And then now let's see if we can. So let's do background.
Hello, Craig. Hello, Hank. Happy Tuesday to you.
This is the background. And
Yeah,
then
it should
we'll
it should remember its
that's it.
original
So it's,
form.
that here. And then drag it down. And we're gonna be covered for a second. There it is. So there's your background, right? So now I'm just gonna, where are we? Oh, background is here. So we're going to do a camera overlay, and we're gonna come right over. And there it is. So this will be a background that you can have.
And keep it on loop,
Yes.
and you're good to go.
Right? So this, just with one download, one graphic, you can do multiple things. Right? So this is pretty cool. So now you can also create a waiting screen with the same background, right? If you didn't want it to move, you just go in there and then stop it afterwards. So it will come in with this original animation, and then it will stop and not loop again. But here we have it as looping,
Right.
which is good.
And if we wanted to do a waiting screen, we like to do like the veil type of graphic, right?
Yes,
So if we want to, if we hide this camera, hide this text overlay, and hide this one, I think that this is the main one here. And then if you hold down the Shift key and do a finger scroll, right? So you can lower the opacity on it like that.
Right. Multiple things that you can do.
Right,
with
and you
that,
can do
so
some
that's
type of
pretty
waiting screen, throw the countdown on there, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so now you just have to add text to it and say whatever you would like to say. Welcome to, this is a waiting screen, whatever you will like, message you would like to say. or we will be live in all of that great
Exactly.
things, right? So now we have another graphic we want to import, right?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to this is looking kind of pretty cool with us like just veiled out, right? A little bit transparent.
Yes, it looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool. We're just nice and appley. It looks like apples. Okay. Not like apples, but you know, that WWDC. Okay, so now let's go to Canva and let's import something. So we're going to go to Canva and just bring in an element, not necessarily a background, right? So we're going to bring an element so that you see that you can also manipulate that as you please.
Any
So
keywords, specific keywords? Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean,
you're on
do
this
we want to
side.
bring?
You're over there.
Do we want to bring?
Actually, hold on first. Let's just, for the time being. All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right, so we can bring
This way.
a little cutie here, and the way I'm gonna do it. Typically, if I was going to do this to bring it in for just the size, I would make it probably 4x4 Canva. But
You can
now
resize
here,
it.
yeah. But here I'm just for the purpose of what we're doing today, we're just gonna make it big and leave it 16:9 and bring it in and show you how you can resize it and manipulate it
can
inside of Ecamm.
inside of Ecamm,
Okay. So we're just gonna do this. Let's see this little one. I'm just gonna position him in the center. Okay, and then we're going to export. So to export, download, and we're going to do it transparent.
PNG.
So we're gonna go PNG, and then we're going to do transparent because I don't want the background. We're going to download. And here it should prompt us again where we would like to download it and how we would like to save it. So Fuljens, go ahead. Little cutie. Okay. And then save
And we're
it.
saving it inside of the Building Blocks Graphics June 6, 2023.
Okay.
And we come back to here.
There it is. And now we will import the little cutie.
Let's bring a little cutie in. You know, so there's two ways you can do this. Because if you notice that if you have your panels on the side, they kind of like, block stuff, right? So let's do it the manual way.
That is if you keep all of your panels on the screen.
Right, if you keep your panels on the left side of the screen,
Like Fuljens does.
and like a lot of people do, it's not conducive to opening up the downloads folder. So what we're going to do is we can actually just open up the downloads folder at our end and bring it over here into demo mode. So you see the folder Building Blocks Graphics, and then we have our graphics here. So we have little cutie PNG, and you could do one of two things. You could drag it onto the screen, or you could drag it into showing current scene. Right?
Yes. And we don't have a folder created yet, but typically we create a folder under the overlays panel named graphics, right? Which we will do in a little bit. But now you have the cutie and you see him, he's transparent. You can make him transparent as well if you wanted to go with the theme, or you can just make him smaller. So we are going to crop him a little bit. I'm just gonna clean the interface real quick here.
Actually,
No,
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, two
Okay.
finger scroll that one.
Yeah. It's because Fuljens has the trackpad, and I really don't like the trackpad, so it's a little tedious to use. So I'm gonna use the the Option key, and then I'm just going to drag. Look at
Yeah.
him moving. Look at he's having
The
fun.
custom crop feature is very helpful.
Oh Jesus Lord! Who else doesn't like using the trackpad? I'm telling you. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then now bring him back in again. And then doing from the edges a little bit just to make it See, but this is also what I wanted to show you guys. So here he is, right? So we can make him smaller if we wanted to. So we wanted to make him smaller and put him anywhere we want to. But if we wanted to make him bigger for the waiting screen or whatever other fancy things we want.
Let's get this orangey background out out of your face. Boom. And lock that in place. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So we can do him like that. Oh, okay, not too much. We can even get him like that, half the screen, so you can do that. Or you can actually crop him. Come here. Oh my gosh. Fuljens, you're going to have to use your... do your... Hi! Anyway, so these are the things that you can do. So you could either do that and you can play with it, right? You can have fun if it fits your stream. But these are things that you could do when you bring your overlays inside of Ecamm, right? How you organize it as well. But for here, we can just leave him. Oh, I did the other one. You know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, sometimes
hide
if you like if they're kind of finicky, you just go to the overlays panel and you manipulate it from there, like in terms of like deleting them or hiding them and whatnot.
So he's looking really really nice over here. But then you can also do it, which I am actually going to I'm gonna let you do this, and I'm gonna use my mouse next time.
Go ahead.
So just crop him halfway, please.
Mm-hmm.
This trackpad, I'm telling you, everyone, I'm not in a trap.
Well, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
Again, and sometimes too, if you're not able to play around with some overlays, just for example, the background may be getting in the way, so hide that and you'll have more control. So option and then boom. Right on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you can do this with shapes, you can do this with right? So it's the same, it will be the same thing that we were trying to do earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do this with shapes, with triangles, whether it is, so you bring them in and you can create your own designs that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that.
Yeah. And then, so before we go any further, we're just gonna create a few folders here. So this will be emoji. And then we just take the emojis, drag and drop them in there. And then we have our camera. We can hide this. Well, actually, let's do that too. Do a few more things. Cam. This will be text. And then we have one for background. Just a few seconds, right? Will save you a great deal. Boom.
Okay. So now you know how to import, and then once you import it into your computer, then after import it into Ecamm, and how to manipulate the overlays once you have them inside of Ecamm. We have another background that you downloaded as well.
Yes.
Okay. So we will do that, and then after that, we will take any questions that you have. This is a special building blocks because we're now going to be live on Friday, but we will do a replay of this one.
Yeah, and then there's also one thing we want to show you in terms of like when you're managing your graphics and you're setting up your folders and whatnot, why it's important to do so beforehand, and we'll show you why in a second. All right, so let's go back to Envato Elements, and I think we did a search for emojis. So we go.
Oh, but you have it already, so you don't have to download.
Yeah,
it.
just gonna show real quick. Come back over here and emoji. So is this one, and some of them will tell you alpha channel, right? So this one has an alpha channel, so it's supposed to pile up emojis in front of your camera overlay without having a black background. So we save that. So let's bring that in and see how that works. We can actually do it on this scene. Actually, let's go back here and let's go into background and let's open up a background, right? Let's build this. So here it is here, emoji pile up, and we're going to just drag and drop that right here. Wow, that's a long sequence. Awesome, awesome. And actually, that can go into emoji as well.
And we can make that a sidebar or something if we wanted to. Could we make it a sidebar?
This,
Can we try making it a sidebar?
yeah. You know what's so cool? Like it's so cool doing the custom crop with these type of graphics because like people don't really think about doing something like that. So if we pause it, like right here, and then again, option, custom crop. Put it over here.
Sure.
Yeah, let's cover up Fuljens. Why don't you? Let's do
That
that.
is that's a huge little what is the surprise emojis? Okay,
Right.
go for it.
And then watch this, right? So we have that, and then we can also have it fly in, right? From the what's that, the right?
Yes.
And let's hide it.
So it could be bye. Right here's good like a reveal for you.
Let's get out of live
Fulgence
demo mode
reveal.
and do that again. Hey, what happened?
You have to react to it. You have to react to it. But that is what you could do. And then we also showed you earlier how you could just use the same one and manipulate it. So you could actually we could turn this one into a lower third. So I mean, yeah, a background for the lower third.
Yeah.
And background, like as you saw for your waiting screen, we use it. We use this type of background a lot when we are creating waiting screen in automated scenes,
Right.
automated folders.
So for example, you see this lower third right here. So you'll have a choice. Do you want the emoji pile up or do you want the orange background? Because we're gonna do some custom crop magic here. Pick one. Actually, you could pick both.
Yeah, we could pick both.
Because this lower third, it works out pretty well. Because if we take the orange background, we're just gonna put it right here.
And the orange background was already there.
In the other scene, yes. And we're gonna keep it on the loop. And we're going to option like that. And then we're gonna go to lower third body. This is where we have our rectangular shape. Boom. Let's see how this can work. And if we just hold on the option and see if it will just do some custom crop for us. Let's see. All right, that's good enough. And, right? So something like that. And then maybe if we expand it a little bit.
Or remove the red.
Yeah, definitely.
That's actually, yeah. like
Yeah.
that.
Just gonna make it a little bit bigger. Hold on. Option from the top, actually. Yes, there we go. And then, yeah, so that works. And then, like Anna mentioned, we'll just hide that one. So we have that one. Look at that.
That is great.
And then
make
we
it
have
a big screen real quick so that I can see myself on the.
Sure. Just one more step. Just gonna do the emoji pile up one. Yikes. Showing current scene. Gets out of hand real quick. And pause that and then do option. This one is not as long as the top one, but just so you can get an idea.
Yeah.
If it was like right here, and
Oh,
then
it could be a background, and then on top of it, we put something else so it's not so, because it is so animated that text might get lost in.
which
Yeah.
is, and then I'm glad you said that because if you hold down the shift key now, you can lower the opacity on it just so you can get. Let's see if that works. Actually,
But then you will still, you won't be able to appreciate the faces.
Let's see, and then we'll just adjust as we go along. So if we come back here and we just cut to that scene, yeah, it's so subtle.
Yeah.
It's so subtle. Let's bring it up a bit.
Yeah, but I feel that for these purposes, for the purpose of a lower third background, the orange one is better. Works better
Yeah, for
than
sure.
that. Yeah.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
but then you can have fun with the emoji
Yeah.
one, whether it is on full screen or it is halfway, as we tried it earlier.
Right. And even if like it was behind the building
Mm-hmm.
instead with the building blocks, that might work too. But this is the type of things that you can do with the custom cropping feature.
Right. It's just, and that's what it is. Just
Inside
bring,
the Ecamm.
bring it in. Bring one background, animated background, in, and you can do multiple. You can repurpose it in
Yeah.
different ways.
Yes.
When you bring it in.
Yes.
So that looks great. That looks pretty good.
Absolutely.
And it's not something that we got it like that. It's something that we cropped it in with Ecamm custom cropping.
Yeah, and you have a custom look. Oh, you wanted to get out of demo mode, you said.
Yes, because that looks good. We are about to keep that, aren't we?
You like it like that?
Yeah,
We'll tweak it.
great.
We'll tweak it a little bit. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
That looks really nice. So this is what I was trying to say. Hey,
Yeah.
what do you guys think?
We'll tweak it a little
That
bit.
looks really good.
Ernesto.
So are we, before we answer questions,
Yeah.
we are done covering all of.
No, there was one more thing. No, I'm just saying like it wasn't the question. It was like some feedback. Ernesto said that's cool. Aubrey's here. What's up, Aubrey? Hello, Victor. And then we could answer the Hank's question after a little in a few.
Okay.
All right, so there was one more thing. So the importance of doing the management part, right? So if we go here, if let's say which one that we use here. So this graphic here is orange background. So it's this one here. So let's say it's like, oh yeah, I'm good, right? And I'm gonna basically just take this now, yikes, and drag and drop it out of the folder. Because this happens
And
often.
I'm pretty sure that has happened to you.
Happens
I'm
to
pretty sure it
all
has
of
happened to
us.
all of you because
Let's
it's
get
happened
that
to
out of
all of
there.
us so many times.
And then let's see. Right? Why did it stop? Why is it not playing anymore? Right? Oh, let me hide this. Let me bring it back. What's going on? How come I can't play it? What's going on? That's because you moved your graphic. You moved your asset out of the folder somewhere else. It's not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you download your graphics straight to your download folder and you start creating right away, and then, months later, it could be months later, right?
Or the same day.
Or the same day. Oh, I'm done. It was a great
Yeah.
show. Let me now organize my folders after the fact, right? Because I didn't have the time to do it before the show
Right.
started.
Yes, and that happens to all of us, and this is why that feature on Chrome that you can
Yes.
get prompted to where you would like your assets to be downloaded is so valuable because it's downloaded in exactly in the folder that you're going to be working under.
Yes.
Right. So also it happens to when you have videos, we have movie files and you bring the movie files in and then all of a sudden you not delete it, but you move it from one folder to another. Whether it is you have the folder on your desktop and then you just took the file out and you come back into Ecamm and you're like, everything is great.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, hey, where's that video
Yeah.
file? I don't see it anymore. And then there's a little freak out episode happening real quick.
Yeah, we've had bumpers,
Yeah. It's-
outros, and all that stuff, and we're like, "Why is it not playing? How come it's
Yeah.
not found?" I just had it there a second ago. Oh, I moved it.
Yeah.
Oops. Right. So here we go. So now if we just do this, it's on the desktop, and then we drag and drop it back into the folder. Uh-oh. Well,
Because you moved it to show the
oh, you know what it is? There's a notification somewhere asking, do you want to move it off the
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, right? So
This is what
there it
happens
is. No, there it is. It was hiding behind the program window.
when you move.
So move. And then if we allow, let's see if that works, right? So we come back here and then we come back here.
Those alerts are so
it is.
nerve-wracking, aren't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. You see a beach ball and it's like,
Yeah.
beach balls are not fun anymore.
It can be traumatic. I don't
Right?
know.
And then those alerts.
But we're back. We're
Yes.
back.
So make sure that you download it, you work on it. This happens across the board with anything. For example, if you're working on Final Cut Pro or if you're working with any other video software editor and video editor, and you moved your file from one or your library, forget it. It's just corrupted. And it's the worst feeling ever.
Yep.
So anyway,
let's go into the comments real quick.
So we are, this is it. So we covered how to organize your files. It was a follow-up from last Friday.
Yeah.
And we showed you how you can import, once you import your graphics inside of Ecamm, what you could do with the crop tool inside of Ecamm. How you can move it across the screen, and how you can use the same graphic to make lower thirds, to make backgrounds, to make your camera overlays, to create waiting screens with the same animated
with just one graphic,
background, right? With just one graphic. So go back to it, review it. This is great information. Now we can go to the comments and answer any questions that you
actually hold on. I actually like this orange background, so we're gonna do this real quick before we answer the questions. Add animated overlay, and then have it looping, and then spread it across the screen, and then we're gonna bring it into our background folder. Boom. All right, now we're ready to rock and roll. It looks so cool.
Yeah, we're just talking tricks here. You can easily, just because we're divided by the balloons, we could actually do a 2-camera, but let's just do it like that.
Right.
Okay, let's answer Hank's question.
Yeah, so I believe Hank was referring to the Envato elements. So I have it on set to annual, but I believe there is a monthly fee for that, Hank, and I believe it's $20 a month. I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. I have mine on yearly also.
For annual, right? Yeah, but I think it's around $20 for the month.
But check.
Yes.
Just make sure. And then it is so easy. But then again, if you have Canva, okay, Canva also has some great animated overlays. You don't have to just go and use Envato, because Envato has a lot more assets than just the animated overlays.
Yeah.
So it has videos, it has stock videos, it has stock photos, it has lower thirds, it has a lot of, it's like an expensive library of graphics.
Right.
So if you don't need all of that, you can just still do it with Canva and download from there.
Because I'm pretty sure there's some free version Canva motion graphic backgrounds also.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Ernesto, okay. Nice. Glad you like it. Hello, Ops.
Aubrey says, sorry, off topic by a few hours. Made me think my sister's birthday is on the 7th. How about Anna? I'll remember her. Yeah. I'm tomorrow, which is why we're doing this stream today, because we're not going to be here on Friday. So we're covering the BuildingBlocks. This special Tuesday. We thought a pop-up stream would be better than pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Paul is here. They snuck in a pop-up.
Paul
is on like double duty as of 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now.
And then, yes, Eden, if this was just a pop-up, just like Paul just said.
Right.
Beach balls are now the same now. They've been changing the colors of the beach balls at the beach ball. So you don't get freaked out. But so that was that. If you have any questions as to whether you're catching the replay or right now, please feel free to ask, and we will answer them for you now or during the replay. But that's all we have for you. Very, very important workflow steps for you to take to keep you organized and to keep your heart good, right?
Stabilized.
Stabilize your heart and your nerves and all of that.
There was one more organizing tip, and actually Anna is better at this, and this is where I'm getting this from right now, which is this. So for the ENN folder, it's a lot better organized, because in the BB graphics one, everything's all over the place. But if you go into the ENN one, right, we have it a little bit more organized, where our videos, if you go in here, so this is our bumper, our opening and closing, Overlays here. We have the confetti. So if we wanted to just drag and drop the confetti into this the show, we could just have that there. We have another Pride background overlay here, right? So we have it's organized much better. In Quiz Ninja, this is where we have the blinking eyes for the cute ninja, right?
Put the blinking eyes on you. Put it on you and see how it would work.
Let's see. I have to stay in place though.
Yeah, you
but
can do
but
it.
you know that's a good tape. So like, just go beyond creating just a folder and actually organizing it where, you know, here's where my videos are, here's my thumbnails, here are my overlays, this is this is the text I'm going to be using, my PowerPoint presentation or keynote presentation, if you will, and whatnot, right?
It takes a little bit of time first organizing it, but it's so much easier to find things afterwards.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. These are the things that you could, oh my gosh, you see? Wow, Fuljens. What big eyes you have. So those are the things that you can do. You can get so fun, and you say you got this trick from Bradley.
It's not so much like I learned it from Bradley, but like Bradley got the creativity flowing. I think it was when he was working on the robot, and I was like, how can we add some more animation to our ninja, right? It's like, let me make the eye blink. And I'm like, okay, to make the eye blink, I'll probably have to go into Keynote and do something. But like, but what if I just use a GIF, right? Let me find a blinking eye GIF and just add it over it. And there you go. So it's like, what else can you do like that, you know? So...
Yeah, that's what's good to
stuff.
watch different things, different streams, so that you can get ideas and things that you could do.
Cute ninja that blinks.
Yes, Hank. If you have Canva Pro, don't worry about Envato until you say, "Oh, I wish Canva had this," and then you search and Canva doesn't have it, then you look for other resources. But Canva pretty much has anything that you would need for your live streams.
Absolutely.
Specifically for you, because I know your live stream.
Obi will remember the birthday forever.
Forever.
And ever.
Okay, so if you all don't have any other questions, that is all we have for you. Yes, we did it. This is a nice impromptu building blocks because we're not going to be here on Friday, but we wanted to still bring you on some great organization and creative tools so that you can create.
Yes. And let's see what you can do with the custom crop feature. I want to see some custom crop magic. Should definitely share yours. And it just takes a few seconds, right? Just bring in an animated graphic and crop it.
Yeah.
Crop and manipulate.
I mean, this was great, and you could do it vertically as well. You can put something sidebar. You can do all of that. Use it as an animated sidebar, and then
right. And you know, so we normally manipulate text overlays, right, to create the rectangles and squares and whatnot. But if you know exactly what color you want, just bring it into Ecamm, and you could just manipulate the shape into like a square or a rectangle, not a triangle and whatnot. Yeah. But squares and rectangles, have at it.
Yeah, and half of it. This is when what we learn in school makes sense. So it's half a triangle. It's called half a triangle.
I would say half a triangle for the sake
half
of right
a triangle,
now.
half a square, half a square, just to make.
Oh yeah,
shapes.
yeah. If you do bring in like triangle PNGs and whatnot, you can
cut it in half,
yeah.
and you can create different shapes with that, different combinations of shapes to create your designs inside of Ecamm, and then that way you just have it there. You don't have to get out once you bring it in. You don't have to keep going in and out.
As long as you know what color you want. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so this is great. So Fuljens, your eyes look like Hank's.
When he sees a picture of Zendaya.
Who is Zendaya?
Zendaya. Isn't that Peter Parker's girlfriend? Zendaya.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. Yes. Okay. So for we can put eyes on the little lights there, and then we go. That will be our closing screen for you all. See what you could do inside of Ecamm to have fun in your streams. Here we go. We're just gonna do this. Tell you that the option key. Yes, birthday weekend, Eden. I'm going to be doing great relaxation things. Oh my gosh. That looks kind of creepy.
You asked for it.
I
You
asked for it.
You asked for creepy.
Yes, that is creepy looking.
Look, now Vision Pro has nothing on this. Vision Pro ain't got nothing on this right now. There you go.
That's why they now put it on the O. I mean, because why not?
It's gonna just get a little small. It's gonna be super tiny. And
Look
then this
at
is when
that.
you're gonna have to nudge. Oh, actually, it's
Imagine that.
doing this thing. There you go.
There it is. So you just bring gems inside of Ecamm, and then you can just have fun. And in the closing screen, you can have a big one eye, like what is it, Cyclops?
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Yep.
Cyclops. You can have a Cyclops on your closing screen. I can see you. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us. I hope you learned something valuable that you can apply. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens, Henry.
And we will see you on Monday on ENN.
Yes. Enjoy the week and enjoy Card Party.
Oh,
the Card Party.
Yes, Card Party, yeah.
This Saturday starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Ecamm Live YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. That will be nice.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Katie's excited.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Wait for the waiting screen. Let's see what we're going to create on the waiting screen.
Peace.
Cyclops.